disgraced R&B superstar, that's R. Kelly, who is waking up a convicted felon this morning for crimes going back decades. A New York jury found R. Kelly guilty on all charges yesterday, including sex trafficking and racketeering. He faces additional charges in 2 other states, and he could face life in prison.
R. Kelly's conviction has been met with relief from his victims, who suffered for years while he thrived as a recording artist with 12 platinum records and sold-out shows. He continued to deny the allegations, most notoriously while speaking to Gayle, of course, back in 2019. That followed the release of a documentary called Surviving R. Kelly, when many of his victims spoke publicly for the very first time. Our Jericka Duncan has been following this story since 2018, and she joins us again this morning. Jericka, good to see you again.
Good morning to you. Back then, we interviewed a woman who said R. Kelly knowingly gave her an STD when she was 19 and he was 50. Now, that allegation was included in this federal case, along with many more dating back to the early 90s. After court, R. Kelly's attorney said the R&B mogul was not anticipating a guilty verdict.
Today's guilty verdict forever brands R. Kelly as a predator who used his fame and fortune to prey on the young, the vulnerable, and the voiceless for his own sexual gratification.
After roughly 9 hours of deliberation over 2 days, a jury found R. Kelly guilty of all 9 counts. The decision came after hearing from 50 witnesses, including 11 accusers, 6 of whom said they were underage when Kelly sexually abused them. At times, the testimony was vivid and graphic. One witness told the court she saw Kelly in a sex act with the late singer Aaliyah when she was around 13. Attorney Gloria Allred represents several Kelly accusers.
His control over those victims is long gone. He underestimated them, and they told their truth. And as a result, Mr. Kelly is no longer a sexual predator on the loose.
Prosecutors accuse Kelly of using his high-profile status to control and sexually abuse his victims. Throughout the proceedings, Kelly remained largely stoic, never taking the stand.
He was not anticipating this verdict because, based on the evidence, why should he anticipate this verdict?
Kelly's attorneys tried to dispel the prosecution's claim that Kelly ran a criminal enterprise. In a statement, they said the enterprise was based on a series of independent relationships and events the government patched together like different types of fabrics and passed it off as silk. The 54-year-old Grammy winner has long denied allegations of sexual misconduct with underage girls.
Have you ever had sex with anyone under the age of 17?
No.
Never?
No.
In a 2019 interview with Gayle King, he doubled down.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
It's something that you just don't get over.
Kelly accuser Lizette Martinez, known as Jane Doe No. 9, says she was 17 when Kelly first sexually abused her.
It's just a really great feeling to finally feel like we matter, we were heard, and, you know, we can start to heal and start going on with our lives.
Kelly's attorneys say they are sure that they will appeal this verdict. Kelly's legal troubles don't end with this case. He still faces a federal trial in Chicago, and he has pleaded not guilty to sex-related charges there and in Minnesota.
It was interesting to hear from his attorneys that he was surprised by the verdict in this case, because everybody watching it thought maybe this will be the time.
And it goes back, like we said, to the 90s when you think about the rumblings and what we thought were somewhat rumors, to the many lawsuits that he settled, to this moment that we're in right now. So for people like Lizette, as you just heard, they feel vindicated.
Yeah, these are persistent accusations, and now there's justice for some.
Yeah, with the jury, you never know, though. Thank you, Jericka.